Hey everyone, Kevin Muldoon here, and what I'd like to do in this video is show you Kinsta. This is a managed WordPress hosting company. It's a very popular company that has been around for about 8 years. Now they've got offices in Los Angeles and London, I believe, and very, very popular. I'm quite aware of them because of Brian Jackson. Brian Jackson hangs out on Rise forums, and he's a really good blogger, and he works as the direct inbound marketer at Kinsta. So Brian's a really good writer, knows a lot about speed and performance and things like that. And that is one of the focuses of Kinsta. They offer WordPress hosting, but they do offer a reliable service, one that's secure, one that's fast, and they offer a lot of dedicated WordPress features that you don't get in some other hosting companies. So you can see they've got a big reputation. Very solid reputation. They're powered by the Google Cloud platform, and what that means is that, you know, with cloud hosting, there's a lot of benefits to cloud hosting as far as uptime and things like that. But what it means is whenever you deploy a website, you can choose the location that your website is chosen on. It's pretty cool how they've got it set up. Now, this is the features page, if I show you there. And you can see here, you have to choose your data center here. You can choose from USA, Europe, Asia Pacific. There's 11 locations. I believe they're adding more as well. Free website migrations, par for the course. Every hosting company has that, but it's good that they do offer that. WordPress support. This is one of the main reasons why anyone would pay for a WordPress hosting company. When you go with a WordPress hosting company, you're getting access to people that know WordPress inside out. Not just that, but they cater the server, they cater the setup for WordPress websites. So there's a lot of benefits from a speed and security point of view. And you can see here they're obsessed with speed. They use Nginx, PHP 7, LXD, MariaDB. It's high security network. Staging areas. Now, staging areas is something that most WordPress managed WordPress hosting companies, it is a common feature. It is something you're going to see in managed WordPress hosting companies, and what it allows you to do is make a lot of changes in a test environment. So a staging area is effectively a copy of your website, and in that copy, in that test environment, you can make as many changes as you want. Once you know those changes are working okay, there's no problems, there's no errors, you can then deploy the staging area into the live website. What this does is allow you to make a lot of changes without affecting the live website. Stops any problems arising on your live website, so you don't lose money, you don't lose traffic, you don't lose search engine rankings, etc. To go back to security, they do offer uptime monitoring, they do have detections in place for DDoS attacks, and they do provide SSL support for any third-party provider. Automatic backups can be made click of a button, as you would expect. They also have a guarantee that if for any reason someone did hack your website, they would fix it free of charge. So a lot of it is par for the course. You know, when you go with a WordPress, a managed WordPress hosting company, you do get things like staging areas. You do get things like speed, performance, reliability, security, that kind of thing. You do get automated backups. Now I'll just jump over to the dashboard area. So this is the area you would see if you were a customer of Kinsta, and they very kindly set up a test area for me so that I could, show you guys what their service is all about. The account that they set me up for is valid for one website, and as you can see, I've set up one already for the purpose of my written review. In the dashboard area here, what you'll see is a list of your sites. Now, obviously, I've got one website here. It's not a live website, it's just a test website that I set up. And you can see all the websites would be listed here, and you can see resource usage here. Now you can see, what I've been allocated, the bandwidth usage, the disk usage, that kind of thing. And it allows you to monitor, how much resources you've been allocated and how much you've been actually used so far. So for example, the circle in the middle is full, which means I have used the 1 out of 1 sites I'm allowed, but disk usage is only, quite a minimum. Bandwidth usage, haven't used much. These areas down here would be showing bandwidth and other kind of data, but again, I'm not I haven't used Kinsta on a live website yet, so unfortunately it's not something I can show you. So jump over to sites. I'm not able to add another site, but when you do add your site initially, and this is something that's covered in my written review, when I went through the process of adding this website here, you've got the option of just adding a website, or you can choose to install a WordPress website. And I chose to install a WordPress website, and it sets up everything automatically. All you have to do is, name your WordPress website, add your admin login information, and you can choose things like add Yoast SEO, add WooCommerce, make the WordPress website multi-site compatible, that type of thing. So you can see here the visitors, bandwidth usage, disk usage. Clicking on manage will take you to the main area, and this is the main area that you would get to when you're actually configuring your website. Now I will be deleting all this sensitive information because I will be deleting the account after this. Lots of connection information there. You can see the primary domain. You can add subdomains and other domains there and specify which one is primary. If I open the URL, you can see that's my default WordPress website that has been set up for me. And you can link to the WordPress admin area as well. Automated backups can be made, and the good thing is you can actually back up at any time, but you can restore your backup to your live website or restore it to a staging area. And you can see up here, you can change from a live environment to a staging environment at any time. So that's really cool. In the tools section, you can clear your website cache. You can make your website more secure by applying an SSL certificate. All you have to do is enable HTTPS. There's different versions of PHP available, so you can choose whatever one you want for your website. You can restart PHP, and there is a PHP monitoring tool as well. PHP redirects can be made through the website, and this is useful if, for example, you need to add some page redirects, and if you're not comfortable using htaccess or a plugin or anything like that, you can just add a page redirection rule in here, and it will redirect the URLs to the correct location. For example, if you've got a subdirectory called, let me see, business card, then business, yourdomain.com/business card, you could redirect it to, say, your home page because that directory isn't there anymore. Plugins can be managed through this area, the site plugin area, and you can see that these plugins are inactive, but it does show you the version that's been of each plugin. And here you can see there is an update available. So it gives you a kind of update. It's really just an overview of where your plugins are at. When I first come in here, I did think that you could actually manage plugins here, but you need to do it through the website. And at the end, you've got error logs, and there's caching logs and access logs. Website migrations can be made directly through this admin area here, through the client portal. And you really just have to give them as much information as possible. You give them your login information from your previous hosting setup, and they will transfer things over. Kinsta DNS is a premium DNS service, and that's provided free of charge in your package. There's analytics as well. There's some analytics there. I don't have many analytics. Again, I'm showing you this on a website that isn't live yet, but you can see a kind of summary of what you would expect to see here. Visitors, bandwidth usage, total requests, PHP throughput. I thought that was misspelled there. Yep. Ajax usage, upstream time, unique requests, mobile versus desktop, response code, errors. There's a lot of stats here. Now, this isn't obviously going to replace something like like Google Analytics, but it's nice to be able to see this through the admin area. You've got billing, you've got settings, company settings. You can set up two-factor authentication, and there is an activity log as well. So that's it. I mean, it's a fairly easy to use dashboard. There's nothing in there that's going to confuse anyone. From a website administration point of view, from a hosting administration point of view, there's not as many options as you would find in something like cPanel or even Plesk. But it's got everything that you need, and if there's anything else you want to do that isn't here, then you can obviously just open a support ticket and ask Kinsta to help you with that. If you're coming from something like cPanel though, and you're used to doing a lot of things yourself, I think these kind of simplified hosting dashboards, which are becoming more common, you maybe find it a little bit frustrating. For example, there's no links here to PHP MyAdmin. There's a lot of other kind of more advanced admin things that you can't do directly through this area. It's just the way that managed WordPress hosting companies are set up, and it's, for me, a bad thing about it, but it's also a good thing. I mean, it really does simplify the process of administering your website. I was surprised that there was no link to PHP admin. I'm not sure if maybe I've just missed it. I don't think so. But yeah, it is a little bit limited, well, when compared to something like, cPanel, Plesk, that type of thing. Overall, though, very, very easy to use. Now, pricing. Kinsta is quite an expensive service. All managed WordPress hosting companies are quite expensive. And in comparison to other managed WordPress hosting companies, it's about the same, maybe a little bit more expensive in some options. But you can see the options here, and effectively, if you look at all these features, they're all the same across the board. The only one is different across the more expensive plans is clone WordPress websites. This is an option that you can just take a copy of your website and apply it to a new website. Now, this is available on all of the plans except the cheapest $100 per month plan. Now, it's common in the WordPress field, in the managed WordPress hosting field, to price things according to traffic. You'll see lots of websites saying up to 5,000 visitors a month, up to 20,000 visitors a month. They don't do that. What they do is they limit plans according to storage and according to bandwidth. You're allowed as many page views and visitors per month, but it's tracked through bandwidth and storage. And for me, that makes a lot more sense because, no one wants to have a website that's, say, 5,000 visitors per month, and then you get hit with a lot of traffic and you get, say, 20,000 that month, and then you need to pay a fee. I think this is a much more sensible way to price things, and it makes a lot of sense. You do, the other thing that's restricted here is the number of websites. The first plan is only one WordPress website, which I think for $100 per month is a little bit stingy. But up to the second plan, you get 5 WordPress websites and then 15, and it goes up and up. The enterprise plans, you can see all of the stats here as far as sites, storage, and bandwidth increase with all the plans, and there are custom solutions too. If you have a business and you're looking for a way to streamline your business and just have a company to reliably and securely host your website, then Kinsta is a very good option. And I've spoke to a few people who have hosted with Kinsta and they're very happy. Charlie Williamson, for example, from A-Themes, and there you go. There he is. He has a website with 400,000 page views per month, and they were able to get his load time down from 2.26 seconds. From 2.26 seconds, thank you, to 0.836 seconds. So they've actually reduced his page loading time quite considerably, and I believe that will transfer into better traffic, better search engine rankings, that type of thing, and just a lower footprint from a hosting point of view as well, because everything is streamlined. You'll see a lot of websites here being loaded, and look at that one, 0.45 seconds. It's very, very quick. A lot of websites there. So this has been Kinsta. Overall, again, I've not used this on a live website, but overall it seems quite impressive. Their hosting setup is very, very straightforward. When you set up a new website, it literally takes a few seconds to set up. Managing your website is fairly simple through the sites area, but options are a little bit restrictive when compared to, regular hosting plans outside of the managed WordPress hosting field. You might find it a little bit restrictive, but it does everything that you want it to do. At the end of the day, if you're looking for a secure and reliable WordPress host, Kinsta does have a very good reputation, and they're hosting with Google Cloud Platform, which is very well respected, which is why they're attracting lots of big clients. This has been Kinsta. You can find out more about them at kinsta.com. Please do check out my full written review of this company, and please do leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this company. It is a big company. They are very well known, and they do go to WordCamps and things like that as well, I believe. Let me know what you think about them. Let me know if they do everything that you need them to do. What you like about them, what you don't like about them. Let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, take care.